Who do you think built the pyramids?
Ancient aliens.
That side eye was isn't it obvious who built the pyramids?
Who built the pyramids were Egyptians and the slaves.
History is wrong. Ancient aliens. It is thought, suspected, that ancient aliens had their hand in building the pyramids.
No.
Who thinks and suspects this though? Me, I don't think I'd suspect.
According to history.com, History Channel.
Israelites
History
were
Channel.
enslaved.
Yes.
The Israelites were enslaved for 430 years. It takes a pyramid 15 to 30 years to construct.
But it's not the
Don't
Israelites that
you
built
think-
the pyramids.
Who were they?
The pyramids were built way before. If you're going to take that biblical story as historical fact, yeah, that Israelites were enslaved in Egypt, then they went back to the promised land, then the pyramids were built way before that, because if you try to date back the time when the Israelites were supposedly in Egypt, pyramids had already been around for thousands of years. So
They had been around.
they were not built by Israelites.
Yes.
Israelite slaves.
If-
But they were built by
Slaves.
by
Egyptians.
Egyptians.
Let's look at the population, current population by then in Egypt.
Can we predict?
If we take
Can
an
We
estimate,
can do an estimate.
we can take an
Because
estimate.
the Roman Empire, at the height of its power, say about 2,000 years back, if it had, say, 20 million people, the Egyptian Empire was, of course, much smaller. So,
No,
let's say
let's
it's
start
like a quarter
back from the
population.
Babylonian Empire. From the Babylonian Empire. Egyptians, the Egyptian civilization was just coming up by the time. Because they take it that the Babylonian civilization was the first before the
Or the
Egyptian.
precursor to the Babylonian was the first.
So
Mesopotamian.
the
Mesopotamian civilization,
Yes,
the
yes.
Babylonian civilization,
yeah,
that's-
it's a
the
continuation of
Anunnaki.
that.
The Anunnaki are are different from
Me,
but
I
by
think-
that time, the
How old are
pyramids,
pyramids? How old are they?
Thousands of years.
thousands.
You know, let me,
They are
You-
way
you-
older than.
let me. How old are pyramids?
I would bet 8,000 years at least.
The pyramids.
4,000.
Not as old as I expect.
Oh, so how old are the pyramids? They are 4,500 years.
That's actually not as old as I expected.
That is just here.
Yeah, but I think
So
that's-
aliens
From
visited.
2020.
No. I think that's an age for the great pyramids of Giza, but there are other pyramids all over the Nile which are smaller.
The Sphinx they are saying is like around 26,000 years.
That's I think that's a joke. 26K is a lot. Yeah.
Maybe the
Sphinx
Sphinx
is,
to be approximately 4,500
yeah,
years.
the
And then
Sphinx
they
is,
are oldest than
no,
even
no.
pyramids.
No, the Great Pyramids.
The pyramids.
The Great Pyramids are not necessarily the oldest pyramids. They are the greatest ones. So, how old are the oldest pyramids?
How old are oldest pyramids?
Yes, because it was a pyramid building. Let's see.
It was built in approximately 20,600, so it's around 4,000
Yeah,
years.
it's 4,000.
4,500.
Then they are way younger than I expected. Way younger.
The pyramids, I feel
So
like
actually,
Israel.
there's
The
no
Israelites-
mystery here.
There's no mystery.
Yeah.
The Israelites took part in that construction.
No evidence though.
Because according to the Bible history, it's around 6,000 years.
Bible history, but where is the evidence that these people were?
They were once slaves. There's no.
Which
That's
people?
a
Which people?
religious text handed over
Which people did they slave?
for thousands of years. So how do we take that religious text as a historical record?
Wait a minute, there's no evidence that Israelis
Yes.
were once
Historically,
But now, which evidence do you want? Do you guys want?
no, it's similar to when someone tells you that gods lived on top of Mount
Mount
Olympus.
Olympus.
I can go on top of Olympus now and don't find gods. But just because a story by Homer written, I don't know, 2,000 plus years ago says there are gods on top of Olympus, doesn't mean they were there. So when someone says that Israelites crossed were enslaved and then they were chased and they parted the sea and all that.
A lot
There's
of
no
drama
historical evidence for all the drama.
The stick turned into a snake.
Etc. So we can't take that as our historical
We checked.
record.
You said checking. The pyramid, the blocks have like 50 tons, 60 tons. You think man can't carry that from
Which
somewhere?
man carried that?
No, it was not one
We
man.
have tools, we have levers, pulleys, we have... we
Up
can,
how many feet above the ground?
you can use a pulley to pull them up. You can gain mechanical advantage.
By that time.
Yes.
Yes. Egyptian civilization, Mesopotamian civilizations were the ones which started.
According
to
due to the fact that history might be rigged.
They are hiding. The government is hiding that.
Not
from
the
us.
government.
So why did the aliens come and build pyramids? By the way, why
For what reason?
It is believed
Mm-hmm.
that they had a hand in building the pyramids.
Why?
They did
Why?
not, but they had a hand.
What's
Why?
so special about
They-
the pyramids that
they-
makes them
It is even
impossible for
and
humans to
the
build?
most easy
As opposed
structure.
to, wasn't anyone doubting that, oh,
Colosseum.
humans did not build the Lebanon Colosseum. Humans did not build the Burj Al Khalifa, tallest building in the world. You can claim, oh, the structure, the engineering,
The Great Wall of
is
China.
complicated.
Great Wall of China.
The Great Wall of China.
The
that's sort of-
engineering was more advanced at the time of building the Burj Al Khalifa.
Yes, yes, true.
Yes,
advanced.
yes.
So,
But if we
So you
look
guys
at
are also saying
what
Uh-huh.
technology is necessary for the pyramids that we do not have, or that we did not have? Because me, I see, oh, we need pulleys, we need chisels to shape blocks of limestone. We need maybe logs to roll those blocks on, reduce friction. We need teams of slaves.
and where are you going to get the slaves?
slaves were
And
there.
one all-powerful ruler.
But is there evidence of slaves in Egypt? Slaves
Evidence.
of any kind.
I'm sure when you
Regardless
look
whether
at
they
those hieroglyphs and what you'll see, people catering to the pharaoh, they are servants or slaves, whatever you want to call them.
All that is history which is written. And according
For
to
you, what are you
from-
basing?
What are you
from-
basing?
according to people from it's history, it's written. It's written history.
But you're saying it's rigged.
Yes, it can be written. Passing on.
But for you believing the other side and trying to cause
You
a
just
conspiracy.
chose to be controversial.
No, passing on of information between more than 4 people at the same time cannot be the
Trusted.
same. They cannot
Okay.
be trusted.
Do you also believe that we are being visited by aliens? There are sightings.
They are sightings.
Yeah.
They were sighted.
So UFOs, UFOs. That's so. Why doesn't someone with a nice iPhone camera,
Yes.
someone with a good camera, capture this? Do you know the things people have captured of recent? People have captured. I don't know, like a once in a lifetime meteor striking, strange accident.
But have you ever seen
But
those-
no one
the pictures
with a
of
good
alien
video
ships?
camera has ever captured since the camera was invented.
For example,
A high definition
no.
image of an alien
If you
ship.
were a thief
Eh,
entering the state house,
eh.
would you accept to be caught on camera?
No, why is an alien acting like a thief? I tell
What's
the
wrong?
alien.
It's more
The
advanced.
alien.
Why is it
The
they are being
alien has
mysterious?
come. It is
Imagine
disappeared.
you're
It
the
is
advanced alien.
intruding on a planet that it does not know it's.
Is it a teenage alien over a couple on vacation?
Imagine you've gone to the
Alien
alien planet.
couple on honeymoon.
You have superior technology.
Uh-huh.
Why are you hiding? You show yourself.
What if
you
you
spin
get
around.
killed? What
You
if
make
get
sure
killed?
the videos are grainy. You create conspiracies. Apparently, you're in Area 51 giving core technology. You can build pyramids.
No.
right
But the
away.
aliens,
No.
there's a conspiracy. The
Area
aliens.
51
aliens
is not
built iPhone.
is not aliens. That was clear. It is America has sophisticated technology that is making tests, and when people say
Yeah,
things,
that's the official line. Yes, I also believe that. But the ufologists, by the way, that's a real one.
But
The ufologists believe
yes,
that there are UFOs in Area 51 and other top secret.
Bob Lazar.
there-
Bob- You've heard of
You heard of
Bob
Bob Lazar?
Bob Lazar was
Bob
just
Lazar, I think, is mad.
it was just a rumor.
No,
Bob Lazar worked at
The
Area
most-
51.
no, but
He
the
He
claims
says he saw alien spaceships. He talked to aliens. He manipulated gravity.
gravity with over zero inertia.
He
The ships
manipulated
are
inertia.
But Noah, also, what about these aliens in Zimbabwe?
Oh, the
62 kids. They saw aliens in Zimbabwe
Now tell
in
me.
1994.
62. How can
No.
kids tell lies?
Kids are by the way, kids' brains are very suggestible. Like you've heard of even adults. You've heard of when there's this effect when a kidnapper takes someone. Like if they keep you for long and they isolate you from everyone, you start trusting the kidnapper. You'll work actively so that your rescuers don't even find you. Eh?
What?
So human brains are just easy to control. This goes back to our spirituality. episode.
Even in Game of Thrones, if you
Greyjoy.
see, it was Greyjoy and
That's how people
and who?
become cultists.
That bastard, Snow,
Yes.
Ramsay Snow, whatever. Yeah, people can
Yeah.
check that.
Someone can literally control you. Now, a kid's brain is more malleable. You can suggest to kids, oh, UFOs, blah, 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 blah.
If you
But they are now grown up.
no,
They are
no,
grown
no.
up. They show
They
them
should
that
remember differently.
No, but they are
Our
remember
brains
the same
do
way.
not keep
they tell
memories.
Even
the
in
same
Brazil,
story.
even in Brazil,
They
You've
tell
heard
the
of
same.
the Mandela effect? It's called the Mandela effect.
yes, the Mandela effect.
Yeah.
Yes.
You've seen when, like, say, people hear about 9/11, those people who were alive during 9/11, they're like, oh, I saw 9/11, especially most people in New York are like, oh, I saw the planes hit. During that time, there was so much trauma, everyone was shocked. Planes have hit the Twin Towers. So even people who just saw it on TV, and at the time when the planes hit were not in any position to see the Twin Towers, or they were too far away, they were like in Brooklyn or somewhere. Some of these people claim, oh, I looked out of the window of this and saw the planes hitting. People have so many false memories. The memories you think are real are colored by your emotions at that time. They are colored by so many things. And a very serious conspiracy theorist can suggest something and make it get into your brain.
Watch
For
that
example,
video.
a bunch of- for
I
example,
watched that
aliens,
video on
A
YouTube.
UFO, 60 kids have seen aliens in Zimbabwe.
But 60 kids cannot have
62.
the same. 62 kids cannot have the same story from when they are aged 6 because they were between 5 and 6. The consistency of the story.
Of the hoax.
It's no, it can't.
It can't be a hoax.
If it's
But
a
anyway,
lie.
I cannot totally.
If it's a lie.
I can't totally rule it out. Yeah. By the way, but
They
given
even
that
drew pictures of aliens.
Yes.
You
Yes,
can
look
see
at those
one. You
pictures.
can
You can
see
see.
this.
yeah, I can
There's
see.
this alien.
But given that they are making extraordinary claims, they need to bring the extraordinary evidence.
It is visual.
Yes.
Well,
It is-
It's not up
it
to
is
us to
visual
believe
information.
based off some
The alien
random
was
weak
in
evidence.
Germany
We
was-
need you to come up with serious evidence. Say that, oh, I was in my
It
fighter
was-
jet, you know those pilots who see the aliens,
No.
and then I saw the UFO,
No,
and then we bring the sensor data,
We
we
just
analyze
recent-
it, and we're like, that's an alien spaceship.
You're going
And
to
then-
talk about those aliens in Texas.
No,
Right
just of
over
recent, we
California.
had we had these flight guys. They sighted a UFO.
But you know,
They
do you know when
sighted
you're
a
at
UFO.
hyper speed, your
Uh-huh.
brain can hallucinate things.
It was not hyper speed.
science
They were not at hyper
You're talking
speed.
about this
No,
jet fighter.
when you're accelerating,
They were not at
G-forces
hyper speed.
can
They
push
were-
blood out of your brain, like lead to less oxygen supply.
It's
You
recorded.
can hallucinate.
It's recorded
People have had
information.
Yeah.
out of body experiences from being in these fighter jets. Like you're performing a high G maneuver, and then you suddenly feel like you're out of your body, you pass out, then you see yourself.
Yet you just don't
I've
have
seen
blood
more
in
weird
your
stuff.
Just due to
That's
hypoxia.
just, yeah, exactly. That's
But
just
aliens
an
exist.
extreme environment.
Aliens
But
exist.
no, it is
Sensor
recorded.
ghosts.
It is recorded information.
There's this interesting story
Uh-huh.
of aliens, whether in Mexico.
Mexico.
Those malnourished aliens
In Mexico.
Neil deGrasse was talking about, Dr. Neil
You're
deGrasse.
talking about the crystal skull, Indiana Jones.
No,
That was the sharp heads.
No.
Which
They
ones?
were aliens.
That was in New Mexico, Roswell.
Well, no,
Roswell,
not
New
Roswell.
Mexico.
This was last year. They were they in Mexico? They got them from Peru. The Peru aliens.
The ones where they had their body and they had preserved it, something.
And then they brought it to
Oh,
court. And
they
someone-
brought them into the parliament.
They brought it
Oh,
Yes.
that was
No, the Peru
ridiculous.
aliens.
No,
I
but
remember
that was
That's ridiculous.
even the American government came out publicly and declared that aliens exist.
No,
They did not declare.
They did
They
not
declared.
There's a senator who's. They said, oh, we
They wrote out.
investigate
Oh,
claims.
the
of-
pictures are there.
The,
That's an alien.
it's here in bed. I don't know.
No, look at that. Why is it? Okay, leave alone the
alien-
Prometheus biped. Why does it look human?
Why does it look human?
Where did it evolve?
It is. I told
to
you.
have that.
I
Because
told you.
we are descended from aliens.
No, I told
We
you.
are designed by aliens.
The
we took
Anunnaki
you.
came and
Convergent
planted
evolution.
the-
What is the reason here? 'Cause I want a plausible reason for why that alien looks
Looks
like
like
that.
a man.
Because he's
Uh-huh.
from an outside planet. I told if we take you
Mm.
and we put you on Mars and you live on Mars for an extended period of time,
Me?
your anatomy has to change.
No.
No.
It can't.
It will
Can't
change.
change.
No.
The only
It
thing
will
that's going to
change.
change about me is, say, my heart muscles may get weaker because maybe they're not doing as
Gravity.
much work. My bone density may drop.
Bone density.
There's
That's what I
stuff
talked
that
about.
there's stuff that drops, but
As
I
you
cannot
evolve,
shrink and look like a
as you
that
evolve.
Okay.
creature in
I
the
think these
Mexican
aliens,
parallel.
the Peru aliens, they were presented in Mexico. And they invited Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, you know that astrophysicist?
Yes.
To come and check out whether they are really aliens. Those guys who presented them. The Peru Ministry of Culture. So, it presents these aliens. So, Dr. Neil deGrasse Tyson, he's like, I think, why are you calling me? You call biochemists.
Exactly.
You call biologists. Chemists.
He's an astronomer.
Let them make a test. He can't declare.
Yes.
And also, aliens, the probability for aliens to be humanoid, to look like humans,
So low.
it's so low.
Even on
Because
Earth,
they are
look at
different
other
kinds.
life.
Yes, look at the diversity on Earth.
Look at the diversity.
Is this
the only other bite?
let me show you.
Is this what? Is this
Let me show. Do you know the
human
ugliest
skin?
fish
Is this
in
human
the
skin?
world? That's not human skin.
Yeah.
That's like
But it has a human
It
kind
has
of structure.
a skin.
It's bipedal. It
It's
has two arms.
but it's not
It
human
has-
skin.
That's conforming too much to the
Look
human
at the
skin.
aliens.
That's
Look
even
at
an octopus. An octopus, a creature native to Earth that has the same kind of biology. It has DNA. It has. It's a creature native to Earth.
They
It has
are
the same
made.
chemical pathways. It is here. It looks more alien than that alien. Have you seen an octopus?
Everyone has seen it.
an octopus looks
And
like
it's
alien.
intelligent-ish.
There is this ugliest
Have you seen
fish
a whale?
in the world. Have you seen the?
I've seen the ugliest fish.
That's how diverse the world is.
And then you're telling me an alien is here being bipedal. The chance is so minute. When you add that to say the Drake equation, add on the low probability based on different factors of aliens being able to make it here.
Not the rapper.
During
Drake,
the
not the
lifetime.
rapper, not the rapper.
Yes.
So-
Not the rapper.
So the low
Because they are
probability
dropping a bite.
of aliens really making it to our planet. Add that in, then add in the probability of the alien making it to our planet
And
being
going back.
humanoid. That's an even more remote chance, like a billion.
It is a probability, but it's not zero.
It's not zero, but it's so low. It's like telling me.
But it exists.
I don't know.
It is not zero.
It's like telling
We,
me.
we are scientists. We
The
accept that.
probability that aliens came to Earth.
It is not
can't
zero.
be zero.
It might as well be
Can't.
zero. It might as well be zero.
Why?
It's probable that, say, lightning could hit this studio right now, but it won't. I can say confidently, lightning won't hit this studio right now.
No,
And
don't
lightning,
just annoy lightning.
lightning hitting
Who's
this
putting on
studio
red here?
is a more probable situation than a humanoid alien coming here and looking
But
like
the
a human.
probability is not zero.
So they say,
So
they say
we are
aliens,
basing. If you
your ancient aliens came, developed civilizations. They talked to the Aztecs. There's a picture where they Shombo. Their leader was an alien, the Aztec leader. And they show that, you know, the Aztec, was it the Aztec civilization? They left kind of drawings, what, but they show this guy is controlling a machine, ascending. It's like
Those
this
people-
guy is
Or it
in a
was
rocket.
The Mayans, right?
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
the
the
Mayans.
Mayans.
Or the people on
The
the
Mayans.
Nazca plane.
Yeah.
The geoglyphs.
They-
No,
they
are
had-
geoglyphs.
But that's
Yeah.
an astronaut waving. That's
But
that's
no,
just-
also
had-
the geoglyphs.
you think the geoglyphs were made for aliens?
No. But
It's just
Why?
an idol guy.
an idol. Do you know how big
It cannot.
They are massive.
It cannot be an idol.
So
guy.
imagine you have no smartphone.
Yeah.
Remember, we live in the modern era. You have no internet. You have no TV. Eh? There are only 500 people in your village. You know all of them. You just decide, oh, let me trace a huge picture of a spider. Of course, it needs
How will you trace a huge picture of a
You need
spider?
some little knowledge of. You have a plan, and you know that. Oh, when I move this distance to
Mm.
scale
As
on my
accurate
plan
as that.
yes, I should move in this direction, this distance, place rocks.
I think
As
that's very
accurate
easy.
as
I think
that.
geoglyph, eh?
You see-
Geoglyph covers acres of land.
Acres of land.
Yes, acres. You
It's
can do
acres,
that.
eh?
You
Is
can't.
that is that so hard?
There are these ones which look like people. Eh? There's this one
Ah.
where it's holding. Eh?
I can
I
I can go make a geoglyph in my village as well.
Sure.
Right now.
Look
Without-
at that geoglyph. Eh?
Without
Look like a man. So
People-
they claim this
Without aerial view
People who
information.
lived earlier than this
Mhm.
had invented so much. They had invented calculus. They had invented so much in other parts of the world. How hard is it for me to draw?
In
to
other
scale
parts,
a
in
geoglyph?
another parts.
We don't know the
Ah,
full history
ah,
of this place. This okay, by the way, it's an understudied area, Southern America.
Mm.
Nazca, who knows? Maybe there was a civilization that came up for like 100 years and was destroyed.
and it had
And they knew
aerial.
math, but you don't need even serious math to do this. A kid can make this. A smart kid.
A smart kid.
Yes.
But it requires a lot of work.
It requires a lot of-
there's
your
this
idol.
geoglyph
Your idol.
which looks like a man holding. Eh? So they.
But that's advanced. It's not even like
No,
if it was
they're not
like a
a-
level of
they are not
detail.
saying it's advanced.
If
They are
it was
saying-
a level of
They are
detail
saying
of-
aliens. People were drawing that to communicate to aliens. These people.
If it was a level of detail of say like I don't know some fine art like the Mona Lisa, I don't know,
Mm.
we would be like, oh my goodness, that's so perfect. Eh?
Mm.
It needed you to have a plane to fly over to have this level of accuracy.
Mm.
This is just 1, 2, 3 broad strokes. The guy was even lazy. Geoglyphs to me are not a mystery.
Do you know when I first watched
No, but
Ancient
when-
Aliens on History Channel?
Yeah.
I was like, who built, who constructed these things, who drew these geoglyphs?
Yeah.
But after looking and analyzing, when you compare to Colosseums, people built, and a structure, an alien is interested in that
Aliens
thing.
helped us build
What
the
a
pyramids.
damn
Then what a-
alien.
Have you seen the Burj Khalifa?
What about the conspiracy theory about the blood groups, the rhesus types, where they
What
They
What
say
about resource types?
they say that
I'm a biologist. I'm interested here.
Hmm? due to there is a variation in population of people with rhesus negative
Rhesus positive.
and rhesus positive, a certain segment of people,
Mm.
only a few segment of people
Mm.
in a specific location in the world,
Mm.
in a certain city.
Mm.
I don't remember the name.
The fact that they're in one location is
In one
very telling.
location, all of them have
Mm.
rhesus positive.
That is not shocking. Eh?
Inbreeding.
Human migration. Eh? If you go
Okay,
to
let me
Ancient
let me
aliens.
tell you. Razor- Do you know why it's called? Do you know why
Mysterious.
it's called razors?
Uh-huh.
It was first discovered in the rhesus monkeys.
But it existed.
No. Unless monkeys
Uh-huh.
now,
and
this
human beings.
yeah. This is
But
basic. This is basic.
it is basic biology. It's variations.
Because
among
look at this. Eh?
and also
We can
according
even
to
track.
evolution.
We
Yeah.
can track even migratory paths of humans. Eh?
Mm.
So the population
But-
of humans that say populated the Australian continent. If you look at the Australian Aborigines, eh,
No,
you
it's-
find they
it's a
have
city.
certain blood groups
Mm.
only because their ancestors came with these blood groups. It's ancestry. If you go to the people, the natives of Southern America or the natives of Northern America, the so-called
When we're
Native
studying
Americans,
about when we're
they
studying
also have
about
certain blood
evolution.
groups. It's only here where we intermix often, here in Africa and Eurasia, where you find all that represented.
No, but
equally.
Isolation.
just a trait.
Isolation. In
the other city
no.
is a city
Went down in theory.
Asia. It's in around the Kazakhstan. Sorry, the USS area there, next to Russia, somewhere there.
Mm.
But it's only people there only have rhesus positive.
I know. I want so special about
What's
that.
special about
It is
that?
not there. It's not common.
I think.
How did it evolve by itself?
So city.
No.
City
Let
with
me
rhesus
remind you of
because
evolution,
aliens.
eh?
Uh-huh.
Evolutionist theories. Eh? When we talk about let's remember Charles Darwin. Charles Darwin went to isolated islands from the what? From the mainland.
The Galapagos.
Yes. Eh? So when he went there, he found creatures which had adapted to survive on those islands. Eh? He even talked about those Downey's finches. You saw that birds how they can eat. Some have round
They can
mouths,
have
have some
organs.
I have whatever.
species.
You saw
He
that.
predicted
Mm.
the existence of a certain rather insect
In
after just
Madagascar.
saying-
Was
Yeah.
it Madagascar or
Yeah.
Amazon?
He's like, oh, this the fact that this finch has this kind of beak means it must be eating something like this.
He even said that he predicted, he saw a certain plant, and its nectar was so much below, like to get that nectar you require a very long, like what are they called, proboscis. An insect requires a very long proboscis.
He predicted the moth.
Yes, that moth, and was like, I don't know where the animal is, but somewhere they have just found
it. They found it like a few years back. The moth which fits that ecological niche. So isolate the population,
let them inbreed, they will maintain the characteristics. I tell you, why can't they be on the results positive? I tell you why why was Central Africa full of only black people?
Exactly.
The
results positive is not equal to ancient
aliens controlled politics. Even you put your aliens in religion, they say it's a prophet.
Jesus was an alien.
That one I don't confirm.
No.
That one has gone too far for you.
That is beyond the scope of my understanding.
You know these stories of angels and mankind being in almost every society.
Nah, that one I don't believe.
Getting into sexual intercourse and giving birth to random giants and stuff. They are called what? Nephilim.
The Nephilims. Quoted in Genesis.
So they claim that it's quoted in Genesis.
Yes, the Nephilims.
So they claim that
they say
that thing in
Genesis that the Nephilims existed way before the floods.
They claim.
They claim.
Okay,
we are not certain. We are scientists. We are not certain.
They say.
So we can only take it.
They say these prophets were given birth by aliens.
Okay, it's ridiculous.
It is so funny.
That's where I.
But how come the other theory about the giants? How come giants are cited in different civilizations?
Giants.
Who cited a giant?
No, in history of different civilizations. I'm not saying that they are cited as physical people, but in the history of different civilizations.
Like which civilization?
In the South American history, is it the Anunnaki?
That is a TikTok video I watched some time back.
And then we come to this side in Judah, where we have Jesus.
Judea.
In Judea.
Called Goliath.
These people are claimed to have been giants taller than the normal population.
I don't think giants were there. Do you think giants existed? That will be for the next podcast.
Yeah, for the next episode.
Okay, you say it now.
We need to have you back again.
We need to have you back.
Wow. I really believe in a lot of conspiracy theories.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, thank you, our viewer. Thank you for subscribing and commenting. By names of Ian Kakoza and co-host
Noah Jira
and our guest
Linda Benjamin Xavier.
Yeah, with scientists with conspiracy theories. It's confusing. Thank you, Makerere University Innovation Pod. We sign out.